a winning Wednesday. Okay, let's see if I have this thing together here. This is a winning Wednesday. I'm Aurorah Dey, and this is the Secured Entrepreneur Movement, the female edition. So I'm gonna just fix this a second here because I feel like it's a little bit too close to me for some reason today. This morning has really been a phenomenal morning. It really has been, and I'm real grateful to have my 3 a.m. mastermind people who are always pumping me up and helping me to give birth to all of the ideas, all of the gifts and the talents that have been stored up, for all of my life. And sometimes many of us, we actually do need that. We need people to not only hold us accountable, but to hold us accountable to give birth to exactly what it is we came here to do, to see, to give to others. We all need that. So for everyone here watching in Facebook land, if you're catching the replay, this is the Secured Entrepreneur Movement, the female edition. I am Aurorah Dey, and you can find me at AurorahDayConsulting.com, Aurorah Dey Consulting here on Facebook, or Aurorah Dey on YouTube. Okay, I think I'm also Aurorah Dey Consulting on Instagram, something like that. All right, and this is our accountability call. All right, so today I really need to talk about creating. Hey, Sister Delicia, I'm going to talk about you today because you did something for me last night that really, it really sparked the conversation in my 3 a.m. mastermind this morning. And as many of you know, it's 3 a.m. here for me on the West Coast. It's 6 a.m. for my colleagues on the East Coast, and then I think it's evening for my colleagues in the UK. So we're all together and we are masterminding on the projects that we have coming forth. And we started this last year and we have seen the results in this first quarter. So you all need to know that, hey Wajet, you all need to know that tomorrow is March 1st, and there are only 31 days left in this first quarter. Okay, so I'm telling you, and this is why I started the accountability call, because I had too many people saying, okay, I'm coming towards the end of January, I have not made any real money. And then you come to find out that there was actually no plan, there was nothing in place to actually bring in income, there were no entities, there were no systems, anything like that. So people just keep going to their job. They keep going into places where their gifts and their talents are just smothered, okay, because they really don't know how to bring them out. So last night, Sister Delicia sends me this YouTube video, and I'm going to ask you, Delicia, to post it here in the group because this is so good. The video is the 15 most or the 15 wealthiest women in the world. Okay, so it's 15 multi-billionaire women who are highlighted in this video. Now, I have seen the video before. Seeing it again last night gave me such a chuckle because some of the women, first of all, these are women who are living off of legacies. And that's what we do here in this group. We create legacies, okay? So all 15 women have inherited this wealth. They have been wealthy all of their lives, okay? Now, if you actually take a listen to what they're telling you in the video and you research the companies that their forefathers, their parents and grandparents actually created, it's astounding, because we know that in order for you to actually create a legacy, lasting wealth, generational wealth, it's going to start with a business. And our little friend Abraham just got to say good morning. It's going to start with a business, all right? So if you are not creating a company that is duplicatable, okay, something that will stand the test of time, you can pretty much kiss your legacy building goodbye, because that's where it's going to start. So all 15 of these women come from families that created companies that we are still using their products today, okay? Like, Delicia, please post this video because it was really so So here's my point in sharing this and creating your own box. Number one, a lot of the women you're going to see, they, some women didn't really do anything as it relates to the family business. They went out there, they done had all these crazy plastic surgeries. They're looking crazy. Their butts are old. They were marrying young men. Some of them had so much money, they were giving money away to, one of them gave money away to Bernie Madoff and lost half the family fortune. They put her butt in a home. They would say, okay, she crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to really be mindful. And there's one that's in Australia that when I went to Australia, I actually went to this mining company because that's one of the biggest ways that, wealth is built in Australia, through mining. So I was really happy to see that she was actually featured in this video. However, so when I get to the 3 a.m. call this morning, my colleagues are saying to me, well, the Raiders are coming to your city. What is it that you have prepared to present to actually work with that franchise? And I said, well, you know what? I do have a product that they might be interested in licensing to sell in the stadium. And I'm going to go about getting the application and all of that from the company, because I did receive an email about the contact person and all of this. So here's what I want to share today. I recognize that a lot of people that I speak with, they have created, some wonderful things. And I tell these people all the time, because I do these contracts all the time, that you must understand, if you do not have the resources to actually manufacture and produce the product yourself, you have got to go and get a wonderful trademark on either the image, the likeness, okay, whatever it is that you want to bring to market is going to start with that trademark. And a good trademark will protect you forever. Mark my word on that, okay? And this is something that I'm going to be teaching in this year's retreat that's coming up in August, okay? So that's going to be huge, okay? This thing here is this. If you have something and you cannot afford, and see, you got so many people out here teaching you how to just get in debt, go in debt, go in debt, when there's a wealthier way to go about making your dreams come true. You get a trademark that's going to cost you under $1,000, okay? You put that thing into motion, and then you're going to put all the proper agreements in place before you present the product to a company, okay, to a franchise, and say, okay, I'm interested in what it is that you're doing. You have the means to actually produce and manufacture this product, okay? I would like to come into agreement with you to do that, and all I want you to do is give me a royalty fee for the use of this creation. Okay, how easy, how simple is that when it comes to your legacy building? Because see, so many people are just making this thing so hard for themselves. A lot of people, I come outside, I walk the dogs about, 3 or 4 times a day. I can't tell you how many people come up to me and say, what do you do? And they're asking me that because they don't see me get in that car in the morning and hustle to somebody's job and come back at a certain time. They do see me leave at 4:45 to go to the gym. And I can tell you what, I see the same old faithfuls every morning. I can tell you every person who's in my spin class, who's in my body pump class, who's going to be walking next to me on the treadmill, who's going to be lifting weights next to me when I'm on the weights, because people have developed something that works for them, something that causes them to feel successful. And I talk to a lot of very lucrative businessmen, and, we share ideas, and that's how I get a lot of clientele, just talking to these people in these places. And that's who you want to align yourself with, the runners, the people who wake up early in the freaking morning and say, you know what, today is my day. And I'm one of these people, I start talking to myself on the treadmill, I start working it out, and I see other people doing that. And then, somebody will break out with a book, and they'll start writing everything. That's where, your ideas and everything come from, when you're in motion. I love to work alongside of people like that, because they're connected to people who are connected to people who are connected to people who help me do what I'm trying to do, who help me be a better businesswoman, to come and bring thoughts and ideas to people that who follow me, who want to work with me. And I'll just say this one last thing, because I had somebody yesterday talk about something that they saw on their timeline. First of all, I have to give it up to Jennifer. She's here in the group, because she did a video on who you should be friending, who you should not be friending, depending on what type of business you have. Okay, and I just have to say that I have already, because tomorrow is March 1st, I have already gone down the list to see who's there that I want to start getting with, because that's why I'm here. I could care less about, and I love children and all that stuff, but I don't want to see your baby picture. I don't care about any of that. That's not what I'm here for, okay? I'm looking for the people that I say, you know what? I have the resources. I would like to invest in this. I believe that this person has the ability to assist me. And you already know who you want to work with, just based on if they're coming live, whatever they're posting, you can see the personality and say, okay, I like that person's style. This person has been consistent. This person has something that I truly desire. If you're not seeing that on your timeline, and that's what you're here for, you're here to really create a business that stands the test of time, or to actually put something in motion, put a passion project in motion, start peeking through and seeing what these people are doing. Do I need assistance? Who the heaven am I friends with that I can call and say, okay, I'm gonna need to know about X, Y, and Z, because this is what I'm getting into, or this is what I have gotten myself into. I can tell you how many times people have FB messaged me and said, okay, I heard your podcast, okay, I need to know, how do I put that together? And let me tell you what's going on with me right now. Jessica gets emails all the time from people say, I heard podcast 11. I'm trying to make a holdings company because I'm creating something and I'm scared to death to put it out there because I already had an experience that was jacked up. Okay, when you put yourself out there, all of the, and Wajette can tell us all, and you know what, Wajette, I heard we're having a full moon on Friday, so I'm gonna ask you to, tell us what the heaven is going on, because I'm starting off hell, Anyway, please, people, create your own box. Start thinking about the legacy that you are leaving, because I'll tell you what the saddest thing is. When I drive down the street and people are holding up signs talking about they're accepting donations for a funeral. They're accepting donations to get a cremation. They're accepting donations so that a baby can have a surgery. They're accepting donations so that their mother-in-law could get buried. I mean, it's real. And this is what happens when you are unprepared as a family. You will cause more harm to people with your death than you ever have when you were alive, if you do not prepare yourself, okay? So the only box that I really want to find myself in is one that I created for myself, one that I created for my future generations, okay? So, once again, you all know that I am Aurorah Dey. This is the Secured Entrepreneur Movement. If you are a female entrepreneur, come on and join us over here on Facebook, the Secured Entrepreneur Movement, the female edition. If you are a male entrepreneur and you like what we have going on over here and you want to support women in business, you come on over here. Other than that, you know that you can find me at AurorahDayConsulting.com, and you can get all the juicy millionaire secrets at the MillionaireSecretStrategies.club. All right, ladies, until tomorrow, March 1st is going to be special. Ta-ta.